It's MORAA, the truth teller. MORAA, the one and only truth teller.
Hello guys, for those who are enjoying your Easter, happy Easter, and for the rest of the people, I am sending love to you as well. Now guys, I watched a live stream by the real G. He is talking about he was put in a VIP cell. Not like every other person. This I had when Ernesto questioned him about how the cells were on Ernesto's channel. But on his live stream, he came out to speak about how the cells have improved in Kenya. And he was, giving kudos to the Kenya police. Now, the thing that amused me is how he was throwing everyone under the bus. He said that Ernesto was lying. Remember, guys, Ernesto came out to tell people that Gintu had been beaten up. He even spoke about Gintu's knees and legs, being swollen or stuff like that. Now, Gintu said that this was caused by kneeling down. He just knelt down for an hour as punishment. And that is why his knees were somewhat, somehow. But guys, we all saw Gintu on the very day he came from prison. Or is it jail? Or is it what? The cells. He was dancing. The guy had no problem with his knees. He did not have a problem with his legs. He either lied to Ernesto or Ernesto was lying. So I don't know who among the two guys you would say is lying in this particular case. Is it Gintu who told Ernesto that he was beaten, at the knees? Or is it Ernesto who just made that up for views, as Gintu is saying? He now again went to his relative, the guy who came out to do a video claiming to be his relative, claiming not to have any bad blood, claiming to be the person who stands by people who are in problems, who are in danger, people when they are in trouble. Ernest did a live stream talking about, Gintu should be supported. I do not have any bad blood with him. He is my brother-in-law. He is married to my stepsister. We are family. I know him very well. Gintu has come out to say, you know what? I don't know this person. I do not know this person. Why was he talking about me? All he was doing was activating donations and garnering views. After Ernest came out to play the good guy, this is what he gets from Gintu. Guys, and that reminds me, somebody in that particular live stream asked Gintu if he got any money that he sent through Ernest. And Gintu said no. So apparently, Ernest was sent money, to take to Gintu or to help Gintu, but he didn't even show up at the cells. And that particular day, when this Ernest was doing this video, he came out talking about, I have to go and see Gintu. All you people who are coming here to say otherwise, you're haters. You people do not want the best for us in this village. You're making us butt heads. I have to go and see Gintu. I have no enmity with him. So he was saying all that so that people can see that he is actually going to help Gintu out, so that people can send him money. Because clearly, the money that he was sent, it never got to Gintu. So you be the judge. So all he was doing was to take advantage of a situation while pretending to be holier than thou. I heard somebody ask Gintu if Max 1 is his cousin. Because when he got arrested, he became Max 1's cousin. Apparently, that is what Max 1 was saying. Now, Gintu came out to say he does not understand where that cousinship if there's a word like that, is coming from. He said that he knows that they are in the same clan. Anything other than that, he has no idea. So basically, guys, my point is, all these people who came out to do videos back to back when Gintu got arrested, most of them, including the Nyani, all of them were doing these videos for their own benefit. It was not about Gintu. They were activating donations. They were making views. And this Ernesto guy, hey, he really talks and talks. And he can say one thing over and over again. And his reasoning, full of ignorance. Remember, he is the one who came up with that story of another boy was beaten up, taken to the cop station. 2 days later, he was kaput. He is trying to learn these manipulative tactics, but he hasn't quite gotten them very well. He comes out looking, he comes out off, you know. Remember, even the Nyani wanted to take advantage. He had even started saying that people start also sending money to his M-Pesa, you know, to both M-Pesa lines. Why? Because he knew that this was the good time. You know, this was the chance that he had to collect. I even saw on that particular video's comment section, people are saying, no. Imagine, guys, your own people do not trust you. People are saying no. Why should money be sent to this guy, the Nyani? And yet, you guys have already given us the sister's number. Why are you korogaing us like this? Why are you confusing us? And so your guess is as good as mine. Nothing went his way. Guys, it is called taking advantage of the situation. Now, I have seen a video by Carrots. What did I say, guys? This woman is the most manipulative, crafty woman on the streets. And she tries to be cunning, you know, but she cannot quite get it. This woman is talking about what the travel commando said in one of his previous live streams. She is talking about, it seems, the travel commando said, it seems that somebody can build a house, a whole villa in the village for $300. Thank God she said she was sleeping, because I can bet you she was dreaming, hallucinating, and the mix of the two, Because guys, what the travel commando said was very clear. Even a 2-year-old, guys, like seriously, even a 2-year-old could understand what he meant. In fact, there were no hidden meanings. He did not use any parables. It was clear as day what he was saying. Basically, he was talking about saving and saying that you can do whatever it is you want to do if only you can save. You don't have to have a lot of money to do something. As long as you have a constant source of income, you can save part of that money, even if it's for a long period of time, and you can achieve what you want. Basically, guys, I'm not even talking about a house myself. I feel like this advice, could go into anything. If you want to travel, for instance, you can save up some money for some period of time and then go to your dream destination. If you're anticipating that your child will go to university, you can be saving up for them now that they're in high school or now that they're in primary school. You can save up every month, and then by the time they are done with high school, when they are ready to enter university, you do not have a problem. At least you have money that you can pay, even if it's not for the whole cost. Maybe you can even pay for half the cost comfortably. And by this time, when your child is in university, the first 2 years, for instance, that you have fully paid for, you can also be saving for the next 2 years or 3. So MORAA came out to speak about the issue of the house, and he was talking about Mayugno. Mayugno is the one who made him bring up this topic because he said he has decided to boycott going to Mayugno's place unless Mayugno makes progress, unless he shows determination, unless he shows like he is doing something, not just waiting for help, or not just crying. So he said that Mayugno gets some money. If only he could put $300 aside every single month, he can do a lot. Or rather, he can finish his house real quick. And I totally agree with Marwa. So guys, help me understand, what is rocket science there? What is the big issue there? What is there not to understand? What is there to question? Unless you are just too contentless, trying to grasp on anything and everything, across the streets. This is becoming a joke now, guys. Now, if Marwa came out to ask people, guys, please help Mayugno, help him finish his house, contribute money, donate, she would have come out again to say, they are begging for Mayugno. They only want donations. Their houses can only be built on donations. They cannot do it by themselves. Guys, I remember it was a while back, but I also spoke about this issue of saving. Oh, by the way, even when Devi came back and reopened his construction site, remember they came out, this carrot came out with panganga, with mouth. And I remember doing a reaction and I said, I applaud David Jr. because in my heart of hearts, I believe he must have been doing something behind the scenes. He must have been saving. So now that he has quite a big chunk of funds, he has now decided to continue with his construction. And he might not finish. He may get somewhere and then it stalls again. And then he takes a break and then he does videos and saves up again and continues with the construction at a later date. And finally, he will be done with his building. That's what people do. Even civil servants here in this country. People who work in parastatals. That is how people have built houses. By saving, taking loans, and all this stuff. So when Marwa comes to give that sound advice, this woman turns it around and makes it content that does not have head or tail. Guys, listen to this woman talk.
Today. Yesterday I was listening to Mura Senso. OMG. I don't know what happened. And I had taken coffee. I thought you people said that when you take coffee, you don't sleep. What made me to sleep yesterday? I don't know what made me to sleep. By the time I was waking up, I had something like, I swear to God, $300 can create a whole villa in my village. I was like, I hate dreaming when I'm napping on the seat. I was like, is it because I'm falling asleep maybe I should go to the bed because I feel like I'm dreaming. So I'm moving with my phone. I'm going to bed and I'm still listening to this same statement being repeated, $300 for the villa. And the calculation was going on in the calculation. I was like, yeah. Guys, I felt like my heart fell inside my stomach. I felt like my heart was pumping inside my stomach, like booglu, 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 booglu. I said, guys, what are you waiting for? All of you, run to the cheapest place where you can at least. Did he say that he doesn't like your president or he likes your president? Americans in the house. He likes your president. The president is telling you people, get out of America, go back to your homes and create cheap villas. It is what it is. Me, that's what I had. And before I knew it, I fell asleep again because I couldn't. That information was really, I don't know. I don't know how it was making me feel, but it's okay.
Guys, as you have heard, that is twisted. That's not what the travel commando said. That is not what he meant. Call her queen of distortion. Call her queen of alteration. Call her queen of twisting of words. Hey, content. Guys, so she went on to talk about another live stream that the travel commando had. This time he was interacting with his audience. People were calling in and, they were having discussions and it was all fun. So this lady who was visually impaired calls in and they have this candid conversation. And guys, I was like, wow, this lady is so beautiful. And imagine she has got this challenge, but you cannot even tell. She spoke of her disability, whereby she said that on one eye she cannot see and the other eye, I think she can only see 5% or something like that. But you know what, guys? I really loved what she said. She said, I cannot see, but I have vision. She's got imagination, she's got everything. So she does not sit there feeling sorry for herself, pitying herself and everything. She encourages herself. I just loved her spirit. So, as I said, this lady was talking to the travel commando, and the travel commando started talking about how people in his own village, insult him with his condition, talking about he is Kenge because he has one eye. He went on to say what he normally says. That one eye did not deter him from going to school, from doing what he wanted to do, from pursuing his dreams. He still did what he had to do regardless of his situation. So he was talking about how people insult him. And yet these same people use, like motorbikes, they use cars to move from one place to another. They just use all these modes of transports. All in all, the travel commando was trying to say that, what I normally say out here, if you are a human being, you cannot be laughing at another human being for anything that has happened to them because you're still on this earth and anything can happen to you as well. Nobody is immune to these challenges of this world. Nobody is immune to anything that happens, So that is exactly what the travel commando was trying to express. And he went on to give an example of what has happened in the village. And yes, it's true. Moassi got a motorcycle accident. He got into another accident. This is the second time he's come out to tell people that he has been involved in an accident by motorcycle. So Marwa just came out to say that. And it is the truth. And he said, this is one of the people who has been insulting him. It is the truth. He said this person did a video saying that he found himself in the hospital. That is the truth. And he said something else, of which we team positive. Even some of you have been typing in the comments section. He said that this guy is getting a punishment from the Almighty God, and whatever is happening to him right now, these are warnings. Because guys, you have been involved in the first accident. You hurt yourself, but you still come out okay. The second one, you lose your teeth. The third one, you might lose something more precious than teeth. So clearly we have been out here for the past few days saying that this particular boy or young man should repent, style up, change his ways, and stop drinking while operating a motorcycle. Because clearly, he wants his life to go to a different direction altogether, or he even wants to end his life by himself. So instead of Carrots coming out here to say, young man, stop drinking and riding the motorcycle, she's coming out here with combo stories, talking about why did Congrats mom go to pray for him when he got an accident? How come she never prayed for him when he was denied his money by Congrats mom's son? What kind of logic is that? You know, in fact, there were people in her audience who were telling her, this Moassi boy is a drunk. He should stop drinking. He is risking his life. But you know what Carrots did? She tried to cover that up, saying that, we don't know very well. We are not sure. Let's ask the people in the village if indeed it's true. He drinks and then operates the motorcycle. Has he ever said anything like that when he is talking about this other family? He doesn't say, let's wait, let's consult, let us find out, let us investigate. No. Whenever she hears a rumor, she will come and run with it when it's a rumor from this family. And of course, when it's a negative rumor, the better, the juicier. So she can come and really mess it up even more. So she can come and add her own ingredients in there. More salt, more spices to spice it up very well. So this very manipulative, lying Carrots came out to say that Marwa was celebrating the Moassi had this accident. So guys, I just want to ask a question. So the travel commando has no right to talk. So people will be calling him Kenge, meaning one-eyed man, but he cannot come out and just narrate a story about himself and give an example and say, this person was insulting me. He thought he was an island. He thought he was living in a different world. But see, misfortune got him as well. So what Travel Commando was trying to tell people is that you cannot think that you are any special on this earth. Anything can also happen to you. Clearly, that was the message. But now she's saying that the Travel Commando was celebrating. How is that a celebration, guys? How is that a celebration? When you come out to say this person has been insulting me using my condition, and now see, she has also got a condition himself. Now he has no teeth. There's also a name for people who do not have teeth. And yes, it's Kibogoyo. I'm sorry, guys. Now she will say I'm laughing. Aye. It is what it is. This young man should style up.
So now moving in to the man that has been laughing, let me go back and look. Oh, I think I'm in the right place. This man came out here and he said so many things. Guys, can you let me know if you will be hearing him or not? Kindly let me know so that I can add some volume, or maybe let me add some volume so that you can hear this loud and clear.
Yeah, I saw actually another guy, my village mate. He got a very bad accident. Very bad, very bad. Even I swear before God, I would not wish that to my worst enemy. But again, I looked back and said, this guy got a very serious accident, and something funny that happened was Mayugno, okay? Mayugno, who this same guy was abusing, who this same guy was falsely claiming that he's gonna go to jail, he's gonna take him to jail falsely. Like, this guy's got an accident, a very serious accident. He lost some of his teeth, actually. He nearly died. Like, I saw his video describing it. He said he lost conscious, okay?
Hey, wait a minute. Whoever said that Marwa is always, I don't know if he has something like how do you call it? Is it a something board? Me, those Moassi's video, I just checked, I just see the thumbnail and the title, and I'm like, so this happened, and I move on. And he said, oh, this man is dying. He's almost at the verge of dying. Guys. That is Mura Senso for you guys.
And when he woke up, he found himself in hospital where someone who he has been abusing, okay, he's been abusing, someone that he's been abusing is the one who collected them in the street and took them to hospital. Can you imagine on the road, which millions or thousands of people pass? You get an accident and someone that you've been abusing, the same guy you've been abusing, is the one who comes to your rescue.
Moassi has issues with you, MORAA Senso, not with Mayugno. It's you who used this boy and you refuse to pay him. It is you that Moassi is after, not Mayugno. Tell people the truth. This is not the truth, MORAA.
Before I react on that, there's a part where she said that people who are talking about 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶, people who don't know what they are saying, are always out there, talking. Guys, and she mentioned MORAA somewhere there, and some other reactor, Let me say this to Carrots. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Talking about 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶 day in, day out? Are you from 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶? Do you live in 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶? Do you know anybody in 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶? Do you have any facts about 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶? Come on. Please think before you talk. Imagine, guys, this woman shamelessly talking about people who do not live in 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶 are not supposed to be talking about 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶. Or rather, she put it in a way that we are always out here talking about 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶. And yet we do. Let me laugh, guys. Oh my God. You are not the only one who will be talking about 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶 on these streets. Aye. We will not let you. We will not leave it to you. Huh? We shall be chopping together from 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐶, you and us. Oh yes. You better be very informed about that. Hey, guys. Hey. Nyani haoni kundule. You are not seeing your backside. You're doing the same thing. Hey. Madam Chickens, are you the one who has the mandate? Hi. Guys, I found that to be too shameless. So she was talking about Moassi was not paid, and Congrats mom was going to pray for him when he had the motorbike accident, but never prayed for him, or rather never prayed for the situation of Congrats mom's son denying to pay him his money. Carrots, isn't Moassi doing YouTube? Who taught him YouTube? From whose audience did he begin YouTube? Wasn't he getting donations and gifts while at the villa? What are you talking about? So Moassi never benefited anything. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Moassi is benefiting up to this moment from what he was taught by the travel commando. He is getting paid by YouTube every single month through being watched by people who came from the travel commando. No, he is being watched by the lazy gang. The lazy gang are not from the travel commando. They are. The audience, the haters, they all came from MORAA. Actually, if not all, 90%. Yes. So he is still feeding from this skill that he was taught by this man. He is still eating from his subscribers. Yes, he told people to unsubscribe, but yes, you can unsubscribe and still be watching. And YouTube pays according to views, not according to subscribers. So, this yap Carrots about Moassi not being paid his money, blah, blah, blah. He has benefited way more. How much will you equate that education of YouTube that he was given? How much can you quantify it to? Like, how much is it worth? Because the dude is still using that same skill up to this date. And you Carrots know very well, because you had been struggling on YouTube before this family came and you started bad-mouthing them so that you can get views. You know how you are struggling on YouTube. If you don't have an audience, your ardent watchers, people who are really committed to watching you. You know how it is. If Moassi was to start his own YouTube channel and start from scratch, start by getting himself 1,000 subscribers, start by getting himself an audience, I promise you, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, guys, I am not looking down upon this young man, but based on the way he talks, based on his videos, tell me if he would have gotten to 1,000 subscribers up to this moment. Tell me. Hey, even his content, is his content worth attracting 1,000 subscribers? I'm sorry, guys, it may attract 1,000 subscribers, but after 5 years. Oh, yes. So somebody has been given an audience. They boost him to 1,000 subscribers. They give him watch time. The guy gets monetized. And now he opts out. And then he continues being watched by the haters who are still from this particular commando's audience. And still, Carrots, you're yapping here. Hey, wasn't paid. Shame. Shame. A big damn shame, guys. Really. And then he goes on to talk about Mr. 𝐶𝐒, you know, his bestie. Is it his bestie? Is it? No. This guy is somebody that Carrots uses at her own convenience. Because when she's talking about people being taken to court, she will turn around and say this particular Mr. 𝐶𝐒 should be at the forefront. You know. And when she's talking about other issues, she also brings him on board and uses his words to fit her narrative. That's exactly what she's doing. That's exactly what she does. She's talking about how Mr. 𝐶𝐒, wants to bring peace to the village. Wants to bring peace. Huh? And yet he himself doesn't have the peace within himself. He is so conflicted within himself, fighting people. And you know what surprised me is when Carrots said that this man has been peaceful, all along, even when whatever happened, his wife was taken away. He remained peaceful. He is a peace-loving man. Peace is his middle name. Peace all around this man. Guys, we all know that this man is not peaceful. He fights with his mouth every single day. The guy is out here fighting, insulting his ex-husband, insulting people, reactors on the streets. He is a man who likes to fight. It is only that maybe he does not have physical strength to fight people, but he fights with his mouth every single day. Carrots. So I know what you're talking about. Peaceful where? What is the meaning of peace according to you? In fact, this kind of person is the worst. Guys. Because he keeps provoking, using his mouth. And words are very painful sometimes, guys. Words can be very painful. So you can imagine somebody provoking you with words every single time. That's exactly what this Mzee is doing. And that is very dangerous because the person being provoked, if they come out to act, it can be really bad. And then they, or rather he, will again turn himself into a victim. See what they have done to me? See? So to me, that kind of person with that kind of character is the worst. It's better somebody who comes out and, they finish whatever it is that they have once and for all. But this kind of person who keeps provoking you, stalking you, hurting you, stabbing you in the back, this kind of person, to me, that kind of person is the worst of the worst. This kind of person can make you do what you don't want to do. He can make you go out of character. This is the kind of person who will cause conflict among people. This is the kind of person who will cause strife to the fullest. And yet this is the person Carrots is saying wants peace. Let him start by bringing peace to your troubled soul, Carrots. And you're talking about me. I should come and show you my village. Guys, Carrots wants to see my village. What do you want to know about my village, carrots? My village is beautiful with green scenery, you know, very tranquil, with the birds chirping in the air. The nature is perfect. What else do you want to know? Hey, my village. So according to me, this man is like the worst kind of man. You know, this mzee. Because he is a kind of person who will provoke you. And when you snap and things go bad, he again will blame you. And I think that's exactly what he wants to happen. Yeah, that's what he wants. That's what he's looking for. So that they beat him up and then they pay him. He wants to be beaten up and then paid. You know, how when growing up we used to say, ntakuchapa na nikulipe. Yeah, that's exactly what he wants. And guys, why is Carrots insisting on these people didn't come from a humble background? These people are not poor. They did not come from a thatched house. They did not come from a poor background. They had a donkey. They were landlords. They were this. They went to university. They had a beautiful house. Dee had her own room as a girl. Whoa! Carrots, there are different levels of poverty. Clearly, these people were not even like middle class. They were not. They were on the lower side of the divide. Even according to Kenyan standards right now, that is on the poverty side. They may not be the poor of the poor, but they were on the poor side. I hope I'm making sense, guys. Humble background, they came from a humble background, if you ask me. Talking about they went to university, they went to public universities. So the fact that they went to university doesn't mean that they were loaded. And as for David Jr., he went to the university the other day, and he went to a private university. And for him, they were already on YouTube, all of them. So that was not a big deal at the time. So that thing of they were in university using that they went to high school, come on. Public schools? So that does not signify that they were loaded, they were rich, no way. So I don't know, this argument of they were not really poor, they keep saying they were really poor. Poverty is relative. To some people, what you think is poor is not what somebody else thinks is poor. You know, there's that poor that you can see this person is really, really poor. But then again, guys, they were on the poor side of the divide. That is the truth. And then, you know, Carrots went on to talk about the issue of Mayugno coming to rescue Moassi and this Avanyani guy when they got their accident. And she played this clip where the travel commando was saying that, imagine, it is Mayugno who came to this guy's aid, and yet this guy had wanted Mayugno to go to jail, you know, by accusing him of stuff that he hadn't done. So Carrots is coming out to say that, no, Moassi does not have a problem with Mayugno. Moassi has a problem with the travel commando. And that is not true, because we clearly saw how Moassi, Gintu, and this Ernesto guy, how they came out trying to drum up this issue of Mayugno having been involved with underage girls. They were out there in the village really championing for this, asking people to have Mayugno arrested. They wanted Mayugno arrested. So clearly, these people do not have good blood with Mayugno. In fact, if you listen to Moassi very well, he speaks as though he was shocked, like Mayugno could be so kind. You know, Mayugno could actually do this to him, help him, rescue him, save his life. You know, he actually sounded as though he really could not believe it. Like he thought Mayugno had some sort of grudge with him. So Carrots is coming out to turn that around and say that Moassi did not have a problem with Mayugno. He definitely had a problem with Mayugno. Even up to the point where Moassi is converting, you know, from a bad boy to a good boy. You know, he still used to talk ill of Mayugno. So either Carrots, you don't watch these videos, or or you just come out here to talk because there's no content. You're just adding all this, stuff, corroborating them so that you can actually talk and finish an hour, so that people can be there listening to all this jargon that you're speaking. Clearly, Mayugno did a good thing. And guys, this is what shows that Team Positive has positive people with good hearts. I have not had any Team Negative person, helping out, giving a helping hand, rescuing anybody or anything or whatever. Their work is always to come out here and laugh and be negative about every situation. It's a shame. And then Carrots sank even lower by talking about this weird stuff that she likes to talk about. She started to say that because the travel commando is saying that God is talking to Moassi. God is giving Moassi another chance. God is telling him, repent, change your ways, lest something worse happens to you. And, the travel commando went on to say, malipo ni hapa duniani, meaning that, you shall be repaid right here on this earth for your own actions. Whatever you do, it shall be repaid back to you. It may also be like what goes around comes around, kind of thing. So this Carrots goes ahead to say that this kind of statement is used by witches and wizards. Guys, Swahili speakers, come out and say, let me know in the comment section, is this statement for witches and wizards? I was shocked because I don't know that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that was just a methali like any other. As a matter of fact, isn't Carrots the one who came out here, guys, telling people that she is teaching them Swahili? She is teaching them methalis. Remember when she had a fallout with her CEO? She came out here to say that, I did not insult the CEO. What I did is that I was using methalis, and methalis have these meanings. Isn't that what she said? Malipo ni hapa duniani is msemo. It is like a methali. It is something that people say. Everybody says it. Which witches are these Carrots is talking about? Saying that they're all over saying that they're all over the internet. I know she's one of them because she confessed about it in one of her videos. I've got the clip, where she's confessing that she is one of the witches. So if she is the one who is using this statement, being a witch, let her not bring other witches into it. This is msemo that is said by everyone. It simply means what goes around comes around, guys. So does that mean that is a statement that only witches use and wizards? If we turn it into English. Like seriously, guys. Again, I can say she is using, words to fit her narrative for her convenience. Because when she was saying the methalis some time back in her channel, they were supposed to mean good things. But now this methali, that because it's said by Marwa, malipo ni hapa duniani, now for that one, it is witches and wizards who say it. And she kept repeating that. She insisted on that. She was focused on that. She emphasized that. Just to manipulate her audience. Guys, I feel like her, Swahili speaker audience were in shock. For this one, I'm sure they were. Because I also heard some people saying, it is not like that. Somebody tried to correct her and she said, no, it is about the wizards and the witches. Guys, have you ever been there listening to somebody like translate something and she knows she's doing it, in the wrong way, or rather she is giving the wrong translation and she is doing it, without a care in the world? Indeed, this is a witch. Just like she confessed to being one. Seriously, guys, you cannot do that with a straight face. I cannot come here and tell you guys that, the statement, what goes around comes around, is used by witches and wizards only. They are the ones who use that statement. I'm telling you guys. And you guys are listening to me. And you guys always write in the comment section, what goes around comes around. Am I calling you guys witches and wizards? Guys, like I said, this content is going combo like this, but let us try. Hey, manipulation of the highest order. Lies. Gosh. And carrots. Indeed, vengeance is God's. In case you didn't know. Gosh, this woman, guys, keeps bragging. Though she's a Christian, she goes to church, she goes to �𝐎𝐑, she's been baptized. The other day she was in white clothes, all white from head to toe, posting on her community page. During New Year's, she spent in church. She filmed the whole 𝐿𝐾𝐒, the night vigil. This woman is such a spiritual woman, a very staunch Christian, and yet she does not know that the Bible says that vengeance is God's. Because when MORAA said that, you shall be repaid here in this world, she said, which kind of God does that? That is what God does. God has clearly stated in his word in Romans 12:19 that vengeance is mine. Carrots. Read your Bible if you're a Christian. Oh my God. Yes. And that is why when somebody does something to you, if you're a Christian, you will say, I leave it to God. Because when you leave it to God and you tell him, you know what, God, vengeance is yours. I am not going to repay this person. This person has hurt me. They have done this to me. I leave everything in your able hands. God normally acts. Oh yes, because you trusted him. And his vengeance is not like what you can give. His vengeance is another thing. Yes. So clearly you do not know what you're talking about. And yes, carrots, even you sitting there lying, you know very well what MORAA meant. You know that he meant that these people have been, insulting him. And so, whatever is happening to them is also some sort of, payback to them. And so you coming to turn it around, twisting it, making it seem as though this person has bewitched Moassi, and you know in your heart of hearts that you cannot prove that. You know that it's a lie. You know that you're doing it for your audience. Now that you're doing that, even you, malipo ni hapa duniani. Oh yes, it is true, guys. Because you cannot come out here and lie with a straight face and expect things to go well with you. That's not how the world works. Yes, and vengeance is God's. Better know that from today. And then this very manipulative, self-proclaimed witch continued with her manipulations. And she actually, managed to get some people's minds. Because I saw her, highlight the comment of, this Nyani. He apparently was in the house and he was saying that, you know what, I do not trust Mayugno. How come we fell, me and Moassi, from the motorbike and we fell on Mayugno's legs? Guys, me, sometimes these YouTube streets, guys, somebody saved your life. Somebody helped you out. Somebody rushed you to the hospital and this is what you're saying now? But I don't blame him. I blame the kind of place he was at, where this woman has corrugated his head like this, like porridge, And that is why, guys, Moassi also ended up doing a very stupid video talking about, the travel commando was celebrating his accident. He also must have watched this woman and, really got manipulated and really got touched and really got into his feelings that indeed this man is actually celebrating my downfall, is celebrating my accident. How shameless. Now talk about manipulation, guys. Talk about the real self-proclaimed witch. No wonder she wants to see my village. She wants to bewitch my village. Hey, it's not going to happen. It is not. In fact, my village is covered already. Oh, yes. So this is what Moassi also had to say. What a shame.
The first time I got an accident where the entire family, they were just celebrating about my accident. You see? And they were just outside talking about, oh, Moassi is just taking the liquor. Is not the liquor, it's just drinking alcohol. Is that why he get an accident?
Yeah.
Is that why he get an accident? Guys, I wanna speak this, and it's just part of clearing the name, and for the people who are just thinking such kind of things to happen to Moassi, maybe you are fooling yourself, because God is just watching, and God never will shot. No day Moassi will take such kind of a drink. So guys, it's this way. The first time I got an accident, I was just delivering one of the products to clients. You know, I do have a boutique. After back, where I got an accident. You see what happened? The mother to MORAA came to my home. She has never come to my home that she's just going to offer prayers. She has never. You see?
As you can see, Moassi does not have peace, all because of this woman carrots. Moassi, do your own things. Concentrate on healing. Concentrate on prayer. Concentrate on doing your house. Leave this carrot alone. She wants you to go back to your old self, talking crap out here on the streets. She wants you to put yourself into trouble once again. Moassi, aren't you in trouble already? Moassi, aren't you in trouble already? You know what I mean. Guys, you are in trouble already. Stop these shenanigans. You know very well that Marwa was not celebrating. Did you watch his live stream? What is this woman telling you? And you're coming out here to do a video. Or is it because you just wanted to do a video, put a video out there, at least for some revenue, right? Maybe if that's the reason you're doing it, because you really don't believe that by somebody saying you are calling them a name and, because of his condition. And you have now also, had some sort of condition. So for this person coming out to say that this could be karma, that has befell you, is that celebrating your condition? Is that celebrating your accident? You ask yourself, Moassi, and answer yourself. Do not let yourself be manipulated by this kind of woman on the streets. And guys, that malipo ni hapa hapa duniani can also be like, he meant karma, Yeah, karma has befallen this dude. It is what it is, guys. So have you liked this video? Please give this video a massive thumbs up. And if you're visiting us for the very first time and you're wondering, what is this channel all about? This is a reaction channel where we analyze, we criticize, and we react on videos that have been put out on the YouTube space. If you like that kind of content, if you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free to click on the subscribe button and join this amazing, wonderful family. And if you have been watching me without subscribing, this is your moment. Hit the subscribe button and join us as well. For the newly subscribed people, thank you so very much. Feel most welcome. To my returning subscribers, you are the best of the best. Let us continue doing what we do best. Liking each and every video, sharing them widely, and making sure to leave a comment in the comments section. Let us meet in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.